don't know why it has been made. So the idea is to examine trust in business, government, media, and NGOs. Yeah. So each year we gauge levels of trust in these institutions and assesses the drivers and detractors of trust for each. So you can see with the barometer how trustful a company is if you want to make business to this company. Yeah. So it could be that it has a negative result. So you know, okay, you better don't make any business. But it's as far as I know, you will find only the big companies there. Yeah, and yeah, but you see, it's in business, government, media, and NGOs, and it gives you an impression how trustful the business is. Yeah, so I put it in that you know what it can make. You can Google it, or you can't Google it sometimes. You can look in your search engine, and you will then get the definition what they make. Yeah, so it's only short information for you. Yeah, so the problem we had with customers or with clients was that the communication with the clients was too little. It was no real communication. Yeah, in former times, but that is something that happens from the technology, from the internet. Yeah, so I just told you that Web 1.0 and Web 2.0. It's a big difference. Yeah, it was creating completely new business. Yeah, and corporate image before, corporate image of a company before, the company was able to create its own corporate image. Yeah, and they said what they do, and they was talking about quality, talking about humanity, about sustainability, and you needed to believe these companies what they said. So, but with Web 2.0, the internet became dynamic, and yeah, so you were able to answer directly to these companies. And if you make a picture of what corporate image is, yeah, so you have on one side you have the company, and on the other side you have the customer. So that was in Web 1.0, so in earlier times. So, but with Web 2.0, it came together. Yeah. So the meaning is that the customer has an influence on the customer's image, on the company's image, and it's what you say about the company will influence others. Yeah, if you tell some bad experiences you had, yeah, and you can confirm that it's like this. It's not a fake. Yeah. Then it's really bad for a company. And in Germany, we can see that the reaction of the companies became more customer oriented, more positive. Yeah. If you was telling something, the company helped you more. Yeah. And in former times was not like this. Yeah, there is a time change in customers service. Yeah? And this is something that has been created with the internet. Yeah, it's more customer oriented, you can say. Yeah, and this depends from the internet. Yeah, so the solution here is if brands speak early enough to the customers concerning their demands, a big base of confidence will grow, which would have an influence on the success of their sales. So in former times, you can say there was no communication. Yeah, it was up to you to get the information and to read something what you want, and then you went to the shop, and then you bought it. Yeah, and here it's more. So it was the customer was a recipient. Now the customer is a participant. So you can discuss the things you or the problems you have with the company, and that if a company doesn't have any stuff to make this communication, that's bad for the company. Yeah, so you need to have it. Yeah, it doesn't work without that. And so when I see Chinese companies on AliExpress or on Alibaba, yeah, they answer directly. Yeah, if you have a question, it will be answered. Yeah, and they have people who know the products. Yeah, so they're competent. And they can give you a competent answer. And this is something that is very, very helpful. Yeah? And here in Germany, we need to build up such services as it has been done in China. Yeah? So it's something, I would say it's more positive than we have it here. So another example, if we speak about corporate identity and corporate image, it's became more fragile. Yeah, so it can change. Yeah, so I don't know if you know. Do you know the company Abercrombie and Fitch? They sell clothes. Yeah, and so the image of this brand was really excellent. Yeah, so they had they grew up a few years ago. It's not an old company. It made it career in only a few years, and so the people liked it. Yeah, so they went to the shops. And they bought these products, yeah, and so was expensive, yeah, was a high price product, yeah, but the people liked it, yeah, and as far as I know, the shops were. They made, yeah, what to say? Have a look. How to say that? Yeah. So they made the shopping a bit more as an experience or as an adventure, yeah? Something positive. Yeah? When the people went to the shop, they were happy because it was more an experience than others in other shops. Yeah? But that made it more expensive, I think. Yeah. So, but Abercrombie and Fitch, it ruined its image and its success in business when saying this. Yeah. So it's a statement by CEO Michael Jeffries, and he had an interview with online magazine Salon.com. And so he was saying that Abercrombie and Fitch has built up its image. Yeah, so it's just a moment. No, what? So once again. I'm sorry. It happens every time. No. So go back. Okay.
Yeah, that works.
Yes, it works. Working. Yeah. So there's another error. Okay, so this is the reason why we are looking for attractive-looking employees for our shops. Good-looking people attract other good-looking people, and we want to sell to cool and good-looking people. And then that's the problem what he had. We don't want to sell to other customers. Yeah, so he made a difference between the people, and this CEO he only told the interviewer that he doesn't want other customers because it's bad for our company. He only wants to have beautiful people around him. Yeah. So, and he also said he wanted to reach cool kids and not that more corpulent people will wear the brand Abercrombie and Fitch. So this is, this was not good for the company because he was making a difference between humans. Yeah. So because it's like this, that people look different, and one has a slim figure, and the other one is more thick, or one is more round, or one has long legs, one has short legs. Yeah, so it's something that's life. Yeah, it's a kind of racism. Yeah, you can say.
That's reminded me another marker, which is CK.
CK. Okay.
You know the advertise they made in American. Right?
Yeah, it's a bit the same, or
No.
CK. CK.
They find a new model,
CK. Is it Calvin Klein? Not?
Yes, it's Calvin Klein.
Calvin Klein, yeah.
They they find a new model for them.
Yeah.
And replace the original one.
Okay. So I know Calvin Klein, but I didn't know CK. I didn't have
sorry, we just call it CK in China, climate
Mhm.
client, and they find a very special model for them,
Okay.
which is a little disgusting.
Iconic, iconic fashion they sell. Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. What they have here. Okay, it's a more younger style, huh? For younger people. So something for you more.
Yeah, but they found a very politically right model for them now.
Ah, okay.
You know that.
Yeah, they have interesting things, yeah, interesting fashion. Yeah.
God, I forgot the name.
Yeah. Do you have some clothes from CK?
Yes, maybe some T-shirts.
Original, not made by in China.
I don't know, but
No copies.
usually if you go if you buy it on the official official official
Official
market,
store. Okay.
official,
Yeah.
yeah,
I'm just kidding you. I just
for sure.
okay. Yeah. Um, okay. Let's continue. Yeah. But you see, the idea here is when we talk about Abercrombie and Fitch, it needs much time to build up an image. Yeah. So, but it can be destroyed in a few minutes, and that's the big problem. Yeah. Another example is Saab. Yes, I don't know if you know the car company Saab. It doesn't exist anymore. Yeah, it was a Swedish company, and they built a car with an engine that came from Isuzu. Yeah, so it's a Japanese company that built the engine, and a diesel engine. And this diesel engine was causing problems. Yeah, so it was some technical problem they had. Yeah, and this was destroying the image from Saab. Yeah, because it was a company that was producing um, yeah, high secure cars with good engines, and with they had a long life. So it was the only car was said, okay, this car holds 20 years or more. Yeah, so it was better than Volvo or Mercedes. So, but they destroyed the image with this engine. Yeah, so it was a technical problem they had, and Saab became a subsidiary from General Motors in USA, and so they also had Isuzu as subsidiary in Japan. So, and then they made the connection between these two, and Isuzu then produced the engine for Saab and also for other companies, for Renault and others, for Opel. And this was a really bad engine. Yeah? And yeah, so it was one of the reasons that Saab went bankrupt a few years later, yeah, because it was a big problem, and they tried to help the people. They offered them other cars, yeah. So, the problem was that you got another engine, a new engine in your car, and you had the same problem, yeah. So that Isuzu didn't fix this technical problem. And so then Saab offered another car for the people, and yeah, but yeah, so they've lost confidence, yeah? And so you can see what happens, yeah, when people are losing confidence, and when you have internet, yeah, because you write about that in a forum or in a community, and then you will then have um, a spreading of this experience. And this is what is causing problems. The other people, they read it and then they will not buy any more of these cars. Yeah? That's finished. Yeah, so here Abercrombie and Fitch had a big loss of salaries and of turnover after that, and Michael Jeffries then had to leave Abercrombie and Fitch, so there was a change, and now it works, but didn't became the same as it was before. Yeah, so it's has a bad taste, yeah, on the tongue. Yeah, it's something. It's it's still working, this problem. Okay, more complex buying processes in the internet. So we normally speak about customer journeys, yeah, and we speak about customer touch points. Yeah? So the internet is also became a customer touch points when you want to make business. Um, so, but the difference is that um, when using internet, you can start at every point of a customer journey, yeah, and you need not to make a special way what we know from traditional traditional markets. Yeah, it's a bit different. So caused by any possibilities to gain information, the buying process in internet is more complex. Once again, I think I was tired when I was writing that. Cost to so cost to any possibilities to gain information, the buying process is more complex than it is pretended by the explanation of the classic customer journey. Searching, choosing, and commitment will be determined and operated by the customer when buying online on the internet. So customer touchpoints will not be processed in a fixed time. They vary from client to client. Yeah, that's what I said. So you can start where you want, and um, if you don't have the time to buy something, you don't buy at the moment. Yes, you do other things. You are not in a hurry to buy something. Yes, so you buy it later. Yes, it's you can stop when you want, and you say, okay, I will do that tomorrow. That's up to you. Yeah, and if you go to a shop, um, it's there's a time period where you will make your business, and you have to do your business. Yeah, and here in internet it's different. At every of these touch points, the brand has to convince without without being importunated. Yeah, you don't. Um, uh, you don't have to be so aggressive, when you um, want to sell something. Yeah, and yeah, you have to convince the people with quality, with the best choice. Yeah, and this depends on the pictures, on 3D animation, yeah, so that you get an impression of the products. Because the problem you have when you buy from internet, you don't feel the haptics. Yeah, you have no chance. If you want to do that, you have to go to a classic shop, and it could be that the product is not there. Yeah, and so you have to convince another way. Yeah, you have to convince with explanation, with very good pictures, with good explanations, what the haptics are, and you need to be trustful. Yeah? So if you have your product in your hands, you should say, yes, it's like the company explained it. Yeah, so it's good for me. It's a good buy. Yeah. So the brand question in a yeah. So it's a new point here. Brand management: changing the course or continue. So the question how open a brand can be in our new democratic age has to be decided by every company individually. A brand should not be oriented to follow only the spirit of time. The risk could be that the brand message will become diluted or confounded, for example, by postings from users. And so this means that the basement of the brand has to be preserved. So if you have a company with a history, then you should use this history to market your company. If you change it, if you say no, it's not possibly not that interesting for the people, that could be bad for you because it's your image, yeah, what you want to change, and so you need to decide carefully if you change your course in marketing or not. Yeah. So let's speak about it more in detail. So to build up confidence, the commitment and the activities of the company have to correspond. Only when both has been identified as congruent by the consumer, the confidence of the brand will increase. Individuality and personalization must be the first goal. You see this again, a little error. I don't know why. It's again, go back. So this is the correct way of a company to look at. Yeah, this is what I said. So it has to be congruent, and you need to build up confidence. Yeah, so you can do that if you speak about the history of your company, about the experience you made. Yeah. How the products became better and better, and that what you have now in hands shows that there is a part of this experiences in that. Yeah, so you used it, and this is something that's very that's worth it to hold it, yeah, and to use it for, to offer your products to the people. So example can be Coca-Cola. So we have one with Coca-Cola in our course, yeah, but I think that's very special. Yeah. So the identification of the brand can be improved with additional campaigns. Coca-Cola activated a big target group with the campaign "Drink a Coke with." So here the pre-names have been printed on the label. Yeah, so this was something that brought up the campaign. So you have the identification of the brand. So these are the bottle and the brown drink. Yeah, so you know what that is. You know the letters. Yeah, how the letters are written, and so here. With this campaign, you made the combination, and the Coca-Cola personalized its products. Yeah, Nestle with Nutella. I don't know if you know that. So it's a chocolate chocolate that you put on the bread. Yes. And so the children here in Germany, they like that, yeah. And so it's coming from Nestle. There are also others, yeah, but Nestle is the most known product here. And they tried the same campaign. It's like this. And is offering personal. So and here you can see how the reaction is. Yeah. So with these activities, both companies were able to jump from reactive activities, like answering to customer questions, to operating. They generate positive brand experiences for clients who will hold their personally branded product in hands. Yeah? Personally branded. I know it was too late for me. Yeah. So yeah, so this can be a combination of classic products, traditional products, with using digital technology. Yeah, but these brands they hold their history. They didn't change their history with that. Yes, they were more negative, more reactive, and they became more active with such a campaign. Oh, we only have 4 minutes to go. Yeah, so before starting here with this page, we will again make our 5 minutes break. So we have 41. Yeah, so let's continue at 46 then. Yeah, make a short